Hey, last time I mentioned sin is contagious, but holiness is not, can only come from God. I just want to spend a few minutes thinking about that a little bit. And when I thought about that, I'm thinking, boy, that is so true. It's easy to spread sinful behavior, right? It is so easy. Look at our culture. Look what happens all the time. Look at the way we treat each other. That's easy. Holiness only comes from God, only comes through God. So we cannot spread holiness amongst people. Can't do it. It has to come from God. So that is just such a great perspective. So if you see anything that's spreading, it's probably sin in a simplistic way. But holiness always comes from God. So it's going to require a decision by the person. The person has to decide to surrender their life to God, to follow Jesus, whatever it may be. That's got to be a decision, and God will do that transforming work. So that's why we're constantly, Alana and I always talk about this. God is first in our life, and then each other. Because that's where the strength comes from. That's where everything comes from. If we're totally surrendered to God and we're living the teachings of Jesus, then we're going to be the best we can be for each other. So I would say that probably holds true in your life in whatever relationship or whatever it is that you're doing. Right? Let God do the work. Let God bring you closer to Jesus. Let following Jesus and listening to the Holy Spirit lead you on the path that you need to take. And do not allow sin. I know easier said than done. We're all sinners. We're going to sin. I'm going to sin. We're all going to sin. But I think the more aware you are of the fact that you can make that choice, the better off. And I think you're going to make the right choice more often than not. So that is the message from today. Have a great rest of your day.